Welcome to Local Omaha. I'm Ken Bartholomew.
And I'm Kelsey Wiedel.
With each program, we bring a local area business, focus on events, as well as local area nonprofits. And this week, Kelsey?
This week, we're so excited to welcome Glizzies and Fizzies to our show. Hi, guys.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
This is Nick and Kristen from Glizzies and Fizzies. They're going to tell us a little bit about their brand new business.
Yes.
Hi, guys. Okay, so first of all, how did you think of this name? Because I don't know. Somebody was like, oh, yeah, like hot dogs and stuff. And I was like, oh, is this the thing that other people know? I didn't. So tell us.
So, I mean, we've been wanting to do something for a while as far as like a food trailer or, something along the lines of that. And then we've just been shooting ideas off each other. And either way, I mentioned something to a friend about doing smoothies. And they're like, what about dirty sodas? And I was like, what's a dirty soda?
Right, I was going to ask that.
And I feel like that's everyone's reaction. What's a dirty soda?
Well, they're very trendy on
very
TikTok
trendy.
now. I'm like, I got to get in on this.
That was the thing is I looked it up and I noticed on TikTok, I was like, they're just kind of popping up all over the place. I was like, I want to be a part of this. Even before knowing what it was, I was like, we got to do something with it. And then what was it? Any business idea we've been having as far as like, I don't know, she just wants to do hot dogs. She's like, let's do hot dogs.
Yeah, you got to do hot dogs.
I love it.
We got to have hot dogs. And then I was just sitting there one day and I don't know, I'm just always a thinking of things. And I was like, Glizzies and Fizzies. And I was like, that's a phenomenal
That's a really
name.
good name.
Yeah.
And I told her about it. I told other people and they're like, I'd have to say 90% of the reason why I wanted to start this is because the name alone.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like,
love
it was
that.
fun.
Yeah.
And so,
Wrap the
yeah.
product around it later.
We pretty much, it's like he came up with that name and we're like, that's a really good name. We got to do that. And so many people are doing just dirty sodas.
Yeah.
I was like, we got to add food, that would be, and who doesn't love a hot dog? So we kind of got the name and then like, let's just do it.
Okay, so walk us through this from the beginning then. So you're a pop-up, do you have a food truck, or how does that work exactly, or the type of events and then the products that you...
So we're a pop-up right now. We want to do a food trailer. We're working towards that, but we just kind of figured like start where we can, start at the lowest entry point, and that's like finding craft fairs and just doing pop-ups for now. But that's our goal. We really want to get a food trailer for next season and then, hit Douglas County, Bellevue and everything. So
awesome. Well, there's so much room to grow with that too. You have the option of doing a pop-up now and then... Okay, so tell us a little bit about so you do dirty sodas and hot dogs.
Dirty sodas. Do you want to explain a dirty soda?
I mean, you've been doing a great job at doing it. Yeah.
So it originated in Utah. It's really big in Utah because the Mormon community doesn't drink. It's soda with syrups and cream, so it's just like an elevated beverage. It's a nice non-alcoholic fun drink.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's another option.
Yeah.
Cool. And then I feel like there's so many different creams or milks you could do and syrups.
Like anything that you have had in coffee is really good in a soda. Like coconut cream, just put it in anything and it's so good.
Oh, I love coconut milk in my coffee, so that makes sense. Okay, so what's your favorite kind of dirty soda?
My favorite is the Raspberry Delight. It's Dr. Pepper with raspberry puree and coconut cream.
Ooh.
It's really good. And it's really popular at the Utah one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Awesome.
I'd have to say mine is the red velvet. I pretty much had a whole bottle of syrup from it, and pretty much red velvet, Dr. Pepper, vanilla, some marshmallow fluff. Some whipped cream.
So the base is a soda.
The base is a soda. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And a lot of people, I've seen people say, so it's Italian sodas in a sense, and
like a cream soda.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And hot dogs is the other end.
And hot dogs.
Tell us about your hot dogs.
He's the food guy. He's really creative with food. He's done food. And it's funny because everybody thinks that I'm the one who wanted dirty sodas and he wanted hot dogs. But I was like, you're so good with food, we have to do hot dogs.
Awesome.
So
I love that, playing to your strengths.
Is food your background or just more of
I've been in food pretty much for half my life.
Okay.
I worked at DJ's Dugout for almost 10 years, and then a couple weeks for COVID, I decided to start my own little business called Food Dude, and I did that for about a year and a half, and it went off really awesome. And for times that we were in, and being a new business and all, and pretty much I had to since I was new business, I had to be as creative as possible, with new specials almost every day, just for people to be like, dude, I need that. That's pretty much the whole point of Food Dude.
Right.
And then I was like, I need to get away from food. It was just a stressful time. And so Yeah, but nope, getting back into it because for some reason I'm was it glutton for punishment or I don't know. It's,
Right.
I was the one, you got to get back into food.
And so yeah, we decided to do hot dogs, and which I mean I don't know. I put a lot of pressure on myself for just having awesome hot dogs. So it's
Right.
like, and right now we're just kind of limited as far as what we can do for hot dogs, because I mean there's just so many different permits, health codes you need to follow, especially when it comes to pop-ups.
Yeah.
And that's why we're working towards like a food trailer. So we're able to just have, I don't know, more gourmet, not gourmet, what am I saying? But
Customizable ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's so many. I mean, you can put everything on a hot dog.
Right.
That sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
but also, who just doesn't love a regular hot dog?
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
That's how I ate it.
That's awesome.
With
Yeah.
ketchup.
Yeah.
That's your.
Catsup.
I will literally eat, and I love like a loaded up. Like I'll do anything, like a Chicago dog. I love it.
Yeah, me too. Oh,
That sounds awesome. Yeah, and the other thing we've noticed, especially, I worked in the food industry for a while, a lot of our other guests have too, it gets your claws into you and you cannot escape. There's just something about the food industry. Like you think you're like, I'm done with this, and then it just sucks you back in. It's awesome. I mean,
I love it. I love, like, I've done vending. I used to sell jewelry. Like, I'm a serial entrepreneur. And I love vending and I love food. I love serving people. I love seeing people smile on their face,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. And you get to interact with people. I think that's the
Yeah.
best part of it.
Yeah. Meet the
Yeah, no,
community.
it's interesting. And when you find your lane, how much you enjoy it,
Right.
it
Yeah.
makes getting up every day that much easier.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I think our favorite part always has been the people. So
Yep.
Yeah.
it's a crazy small world, and there's so many great people in Omaha to meet. So
So you're just getting going. You've done UTAN pop-ups and
We did a pop-up in Fremont.
Fremont? Okay.
Found a craft fair in Fremont, and we were at the point where we just needed to sign up for something.
Sure.
And found that and did that. and
jumping right in.
Jumped right in. I posted a video on TikTok, and it went a little bit viral, like, local
Yeah.
viral.
Oh, good.
And so almost all of our customers that came were from TikTok.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, and if we wouldn't have done TikTok, we wouldn't have been that successful, which was really cool.
it's awesome.
And then I saw, I logged into TikTok and saw the numbers climbing, and oh no, Eek!
It's exciting.
Like, we only have 100 hot dogs. I don't know, and luckily it wasn't like, if we would have been any busier, it would have
Right.
been out of control.
Oh, that's great.
What a
wasn't-
great first experience.
Yeah, there wasn't a time that we didn't have someone in line, like turn around, serve food, turn around, another person, and it went on from pretty much 10 o'clock is when we started to about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. There's probably a 5-minute time span where we could sit down for a minute, and we had been running around like from the day before, probably from noon, just gathering last minute things, because you just think you're just serving hot dogs and sodas, and it's like so simple, but then you're like, I need this thing, and because of this thing I need this thing, and it just becomes this thing. And I was up till about 1 in the morning, she was up till about 2 in the morning, then I woke up at 5:30, she woke up at like 6, and they were just going straight up till like the event started, and then by 5 we went home, we went to bed after
was
the
so
event.
tired.
We were just so busy we couldn't even be excited. Like, we were excited, but like I don't know,
We
it was just
didn't have time to like stop and talk to each other until the next day. It was pretty cool. Yeah. It was
So the
That's
event,
awesome.
the event in total was a success. I mean, for you, but it was a pretty well attended event as well.
Yeah, it wasn't a huge event, but it was like because of TikTok that like so many people
Okay,
came.
wow.
Really,
That's
just
great.
this small little craft fair in Fremont. But yeah, TikTok really is what kind of
I love
gave
hearing
us our
that.
like the power. I know the power of social media. You see it all the time. You hear these stories. And I just posted a little video like, hey, this is our first pop-up. If you're in town,
Sure.
come see us. If you're not, like,
That's way cool.
interact with this and help us. And then it, the power of the internet, it really,
How awesome.
yeah.
I also
set
feel
us
like
off.
you guys are in a perfect. I'm biased, obviously. We love Omaha, but I feel like the Omaha community and Fremont and this
Yeah.
whole area is so supportive. Like
Yes.
they're like, oh my gosh, a new food experience, a new business. I'd love to
Right.
check it out. Like I think I found out about you guys from Omaha Food Lovers or
Yeah.
something on Facebook, and
Yep.
everybody's like, I can't wait to try this.
Yeah.
And also their branding is on point. Like I love your branding, your marketing, your logo. It's hilarious if you haven't gotten a chance to look at it.
I did. I
I
mean,
know, it's
love
really
it.
Sticker. Yeah.
So then you're just like, I've got the name. We're gonna build a whole business around
Yeah.
this. We're ready to go.
Yep.
It's been pretty much just like, I don't know, not trying to think too much about anything. Like, so it's like, for the business, it's like, if we need a trailer, we need a truck. So then it's like, got a truck. It's like, okay, now we don't have an excuse to not be able to get a trailer.
Right.
And then, other than, budget, but then we went and looked at a trailer, and just last minute, I was like, I can't do this. It's just too much. It was really rough.
An old
Yeah.
camper.
And then, but then it's just, I don't know, all these things like, all right, well, if I get an LLC, then I have no excuse that I can't do this. It's just been like, I don't know, forcing ourselves in these
Yeah.
situations.
Right.
Just that next step.
Right. Taking a risk and kind of jumping in and saying, well, we'll see what happens, and
That's
having the
great.
faith that it will, and just keep like working through the fear, pushing through that fear is a really big thing. My dad told us both, he's like, you got to take risk. You got to take risk.
That's
and it's
awesome.
just risk, fear, faith, just
Give you a tip, stay out of the gym business.
no.
We met a lot of
No,
great
we
people
did. It was
there.
great. No, I mean,
Well-
if I had to do it all over again,
Yeah. I'd do it again.
I would have just left COVID out of it.
Yeah. Though that was tough. Like you said, everybody pivoted during COVID. So what would be a couple of pieces of advice you would have for other entrepreneurs who are looking into doing something similar, starting their own business, taking on an endeavor? It seems like you guys have a lot of experience starting new things.
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody who's thinking about doing it for the first time?
Oh.
I mean, you always see people say, you just got to take that first step, and like, you can't. And I mean, they're right. Like, and you're like, I know that, but it's like, really, you just got to take the first step. And what am I trying to say? You take it from
Well,
here.
like consistency too, like taking that first step and then having the consistency to take another step, and to not like do something every single day. Don't listen to the fear. Don't even listen to anybody else. If you have a dream, if you
And a
have
passion,
a vision
right.
and a passion, that is enough. That's really enough to get, most of the time, enough to get you going. Sometimes
Yeah.
you have to push through. Motivation follows action. So you just have to keep taking action. And
I love that. I think
Yeah.
that's a great thing for new entrepreneurs
yeah,
to hear.
yeah,
And the thing is, like, you'll tell someone your business idea, and you'll be super excited about it, and they're like, you don't want to get into that. But it's like, they've never been in it themselves, and it's like, so it's just, you just take the advice from someone that's just never done anything like
Yeah.
that, and it's
I
like,
think
There's
that's the
such a
toughest
balance.
part.
There's such
Yeah.
a balance, because then if you get around like-minded people, then they're always gonna, yeah, that's perfect. You should do that, and you're just like, really, throw something at it. Tell me,
Yeah.
give
Give
me some concerns, something
Yeah.
that I should be looking out for.
Well, like
But-
you said, your dad gave you some great advice. If you don't come from a business background or have friends in the business, it's difficult
Yeah.
for them to see that. So I always love seeing people get to take something that they're passionate about and have the entrepreneurial spirit and the follow through to start something like that.
Yeah.
So
because it is scary. Like, we've been using all of our paycheck to go towards this, like that's a big risk.
Sure.
yeah.
Just having the faith, like, you know what? I'm going to post on TikTok. I've seen this. I've watched other people do this. So like, yeah, listening to people that are successful and kind of copying what they've done and taking it for yourself, and then putting your own spin on it, putting your own personality on it, but like really working through that fear. And like, my faith is a big part of it. I'm like, you know what? I know that God's got me.
There you go.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna die. Like, what's the
worst thing that can happen?
What's the worst thing
Right.
that can happen?
Right.
Like, we've got a roof over our head. Like, we've got family that loves
Mm-hmm.
us. Like, we will be fine.
Right.
You will be fine.
Right.
You'll be fine.
That's a great way.
Yeah, I think that also
Yeah.
it's what's made you successful already. A lot of people, they just hold back because of fear.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great message they need to hear.
and surprisingly enough, there's just been a lot of random people that just are so supportive, and that have just reached out that we've never even talked to. Someone that does a hot dog cart here in Omaha, and I think his name is Decent Dogs is his hot dog cart name, and
cool.
he's reached out and he's like, hey, I know dogs. If you want to, learn something about them, and I'm
that's
just
cool.
like, because I mean, it is just hot dogs, but it also just isn't hot dogs. There's more to it. What size are we going to serve? What kind of bun is it going to go on? What kind, what
Yeah.
do people like? And
Yeah.
then just other people. If you need a commissary, reach out, and it's just been amazing just seeing who's there
I think
for
small
you.
business people like to help other small businesses at, the best that they can. They get it. they like it. You know, they like to help support. And
there's plenty of market for everyone here, and I think that's one of my favorite things about Omaha. We were just talking about this in the small business community, is they just love to support each other. We love to support new businesses. I think that's part of the reason why we started this show, is getting to support all of these people. We see them putting in the hard work, starting something brand new from scratch, doing the thing that they're passionate about, having guests on like Nick and Kristen. And so it's so cool to see that journey for you guys.
Yeah.
So you're enjoying the experience so far.
Yeah,
what are your next goals? What are your next steps? So you want to get a food truck?
Yeah. So you want to take this?
I mean, our next goals, I mean, we're just trying to, I mean, we like to get ourselves in a position that someone reaches out to us, you know, we can do their event, and whatever it is. And yeah, I mean, goal is just be as booked out as possible, because as much as, you know, we want to just be on the side of the street like a food truck, like we want to be a part of the party. We want to be at your wedding. We want to be at your birthday party,
Like
maybe
graduation,
whatever, you know, we want to have fun with it too.
Right.
And so, I mean, there's some just things that we still have to get as far, you know, more. I didn't even realize how many permits you need when it comes to each city you go to. Oh,
yes,
man.
and every single one is different.
Yep.
So you have to research that. That's got to be a big hurdle for you guys.
Yeah, and it's just like I'll call all these, like the Department of Agriculture and stuff, and they'll I don't know. They're like it's online. It's here, but it's like also like it's direct, but it's not direct, and it's just like, am I overthinking this right now? And then I mean, yeah, I probably call them a lot, and they probably get a little annoyed with me, but I'm just like, I just want the straight answers, because I'm just trying to do things right, and you know, and follow the rules. And but yeah, so I mean, pretty much right now we're just trying to work to getting permits around these cities, and well, do what we need to do.
Yeah, and so right now we're permitted in Fremont, and so our aim is kind of to focus on Fremont right now, just because that's where we can do it. We'd really love to work with local businesses in Fremont that want to like host a Glizzies and Fizzies get together. So if you're listening and from Fremont, hit us up. Just something where we can have somewhere to serve people, and and then hopefully over the winter we can get a trailer and build out a trailer. And then in springtime, we want to be able to just like hit the ground running, do Douglas, Bellevue, do everywhere we can, and not have to say, hey, sorry, like give us a few months, you know. We just want to be able to say yes.
Perfect.
Really hit the road.
Yeah, I already
Do you need specific permits for private events? Like if somebody reached out to you to do a graduation party?
We would need the permit in the city, yes. But that's also one of those things, it's like, it is a private event, but we still need to be permitted to sell, you know? So
Still need to follow like health code standards and things like that. So, you know, get a sales tax permit, and then what else?
It's a lot. I think a lot of people in Omaha don't realize how many permits, certifications, things you have to go through just to even have like a hot dog cart. Sounds like you said, sounds simple, but really there's a million things you have to do for months ahead of time. You can't just pull up on the sidewalk. And I think
and that's one of those things that would keep a lot of people. That's like something that makes you feel a lot of fear, and you're like, I can never get this done. But everything is figure outable. Like everything is figure outable. It might just keep calling, keep researching, keep asking, and you'll find the answer. It's really easy to get.
That's fantastic. She just walks in and she's just like, we're going to figure it out. We're going to do it. Meanwhile, my anxiety is crippling me, and I'm like, I need a little bit of that. That is awesome. How great. So it's just one step at a time right now.
One step at a time.
Yeah, it's really great to have her by my side for this, because I am the overthinker. I'm like, what if? What if? She's like, why are you thinking about all the negatives? I'm like, someone has to be.
I love that combination, though. I feel like all of the people that are doing the best job getting out there and getting to do their passion is a combination of those kinds of people.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome.
I get a vision from God, and I'm like, I've seen it. We're gonna do it. Yeah, it's happening.
Well, it looks like, I mean, it seems like, maybe we're rolling into a pretty good time of the year for some events to come up? And
so it's not like the busy season for a food truck, but it is a good, like the fall season. Like you've got jump stock, and you've got the fall craft fairs. We could do an indoor event. Like we're pretty open to what we can do as far as that goes. It's just like the legalities that is really kind of holding us back. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I'm sitting here brainstorming of some of the places that I know, and I mean that's where I just kind of you probably
Yeah.
saw me.
I love how you're doing that, and I'm just thinking about different hot dog toppings. I'm like, oh my god,
Hey, if you have an idea,
I
send it
know.
over.
Wow.
Is it a single size serving? Like, is it 24 ounce?
Yeah, so we've got the 24 ounces, like the regular, and then I came up with a drink like using a liquid IV, so that's like a bigger drink. Gotta have some hydration options. But we're just sticking with 24 ounces.
Well, explain that to me. What now? Liquid IV?
Liquid IV, do you know liquid IV? Like a hydration.
Yes, you do. It's like an electrolyte pack.
Oh,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Okay.
We have to go.
Listen,
Yeah, so I came up with a dirty liquid IV,
Got
just
it.
a bigger serving.
But also, we didn't want to call it that, so what did we call it on?
I think like I've some kind of
Yeah, liquid, something.
some hydration. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
funny.
dirty IV.
But we've had people reach out about like, yeah, because she's an advocate for like sugar-free and healthier stuff. And I'm like, we're dirty sodas. But of course, you know,
Clean soda.
we want to cater to those people too. I'd seen
Yeah.
people
Sure.
on the Omaha Eats Uncensored. I forget where I posted that on Facebook.
There's so
but-
many great groups now.
Yeah, but yeah. So then, but people, you know, are asking about sugar-free options and stuff. Of course, we want to offer that. We don't want to just be stuck with,
Right.
you know, all that sugar. But
Right. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I know I was like, we're gonna do sugary beverages. Okay, as long as I can add sugar-free options, hydration options.
well, that's what I was going to ask. Is it all sugar beverages? Is there any that it's
So we have a couple sugar-free options, and then we have some syrups that are sugar-free. We have like diet in almost every soda, so you can really like limit the sugar for people who are
Right.
health conscious like me. So,
Right.
and then I would love to offer like some kind of keto dog or something, you know,
cool.
something with no bun, and I'm throwing that on you on TV.
no bond?
yeah, this is definitely we definitely discussed
Just
this
now
already.
we
By
got
the
this,
way.
and that's
And now it's recorded, so we have to.
Yeah.
well, I mean, you've seen everything. I see people do like a dessert dog where it's like a
Yeah.
croissant. I'm like, I didn't even think this was a thing.
I like that.
So,
much.
do you guys, okay, so are you just now doing one dog? Do you have vegetarian options? What are your, I know this is all, we're throwing this at you and you're
Okay.
just getting started. So, what kind of, like, how did you land on what kind of hot dog? How did you land on your products?
So I mean, we went to Restaurant Depot. We looked at the dogs, and
Everybody's been there.
and
trust me.
then, so that we did look at the sizes, and we were just like, I forgot what size they had, like a 4-to-1. We are like, this is just way too much dog, because you need a perfect dog to bun
Right.
ratio,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
And so
Again, something people don't, they take
Right.
for granted. They don't think about.
yeah, and so I mean, we got Nathan's hot dogs right now, and so yeah,
Yeah, they're good.
and then but I mean, as far as veggie dog, I mean, yeah, maybe once we just got to figure out the
Yeah,
logistics
how
of
do you
everything,
thought about that?
you know, and how.
Because we would love to, like both of us don't drink, so we know what it's like to go out and like people are having fun and you can't have,
Right.
you know, you're like, I want something, and so that's kind of part of our mission statement, I guess. So I would like to add like a veggie dog at some
That's so
point.
cool that
Yeah.
you just and
Yeah.
then well and dirty sodas is such a cool fun cocktail
Yeah.
style sort of thing that you get to do and it's customizable.
Right,
It's
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
How
You can still
neat.
have fun and
I'll say, if you can get through starting a business with your partner, you can get through a lot
Yeah,
of things in
that
life, because we have argued in Restaurant Depot about a straw,
yeah.
and it's like,
You know what? Straws are important
it's like,
because you don't think about it. But I'll go to
Yeah.
places, and if it's not the right straw, it messes up the whole.
Really?
we accidentally bought a package, I mean, of the paper straws. I don't want to be like, you know,
Such a divisive
like,
topic.
I don't want to say, you know, I mean, appreciate the environment and
wasn't
whatnot,
the
but it was
right
like, no one wants that.
Right.
I don't know.
You know,
Right.
it's amazing
Sounds
the
like it's
things that
soggy.
people will comment on that you don't think about as a business utilizer, but as a
Yeah.
business owner, I think what comes to mind is people commented about our toilet paper at the gym.
Oh,
And
right.
they're like, thank you for
That's
having great
that's just the
toilet
level
paper."
when you're in business. That's the
Literally,
level of
and-
detail and that was
Yeah.
one thing that we're like, from a detail standpoint, we made sure that those types of things were positive. Somebody wasn't going to come back with a negative on
Absolutely.
those
Yeah.
types of things. But those are the little details that matter.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And that, I mean, you hate to think that somebody would steer away from a product because of a straw, but I definitely know when I go to, you know, and they've replaced something or done something or a different lid or a different this, it doesn't fit right. It doesn't, you know,
Yeah.
put it in your car and it's always popping on. You know, I mean, it's important.
It does. Right. All those little details really, really matter. And it's the little details that you get into the business and you're like, whoa, there are a lot of little
Or something
details.
like you might think, is there anything you noticed that you thought was going to work out great going into your first pop-up, and then at the end of the day you're like, that was a bad choice, or we've got to change that?
We
setup.
yeah, because like I said, we didn't have a second because we were running already kind of behind.
What
So-
a great learning curve for you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, well, and especially because I told her, I was like, most businesses have like a soft opening, and here she is posting on TikTok, inviting all the cities. We had people drive an hour away for us. And so it's like, but I mean, kind of threw us to the wolves. And so we had to figure it out
Great start.
right there and then. But instantly we were like, okay, people are taking their food here while they're waiting. After they take their order, they come over here and pick. It's just,
Right.
you just see how things work, and you're like, we can change that. We can't do anything about it right now, but we will in the future.
And it even helps us like think about how we'll set up a food truck.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah.
the way that we set up, like I did the dirty sodas all day, and just where the creamers go and where the spoons go, and like I wouldn't have. If we would have gotten a food truck before doing this, we would have screwed up so much stuff. Like it wouldn't have.
Well, it's like, you know, when you're in a new restaurant, when you have a new line in front of you, when you're a new bartender, you want to have things where they go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I want to hear so much more about this, but we only have a few seconds left.
yeah.
So, Glizzies and Fizzies, you are
Yeah.
permitted and ready to go in Fremont?
Yeah, pretty much.
How do we, if somebody's interested in having you at their event, how do they find you?
You can find us on Facebook.
I know TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok, Facebook. You can email us.
Glizzies and Fizzies at gmail.com.
Glizzies,
and
Glizzies, and then Fizz, is it
IES, yeah.
Okay, easy.
Yeah.
I love it. See, he's like, I got this name.
I have a
got
feeling
it
you could
perfect.
misspell it and it'd still pop
That
up.
if
It
we're
still works.
Yeah.
We have the link for the
Merch.
merch.
We just started a merch website too.
love
That would help us get a food truck.
Nice.
So we got some cool shirts.
want
and
to toss
pop-ups.
that out there.
Yeah, I love that. It's on your
Toss that out
Facebook.
Yeah, we do. I just started it yesterday, so I got to put it on the Facebook. It'll be there.
Perfect. Well,
Thanks so
for
much.
coming on,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for having
meeting
us.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you next
Thanks
time.
for joining us.